Did you miss lecture one and lecture two? If you missed lecture one and lecture two, I will advise you go back and watch the lecture one and lecture two. Welcome to lecture three. Um, I understand you do enjoy your previous lectures, eh? And we would still love to hear from you. If there are issues, if there are challenges from the assignments given to you, drop them on the comment section, and then also ensure you do today's assignment. Well, today we are going into lecture three. Remember, it is a 7 days class, so you don't want to miss one day. So let's quickly dive into the lecture for today. Lesson 3 or lecture 3. This is still Romac Media Acting Academy in the 7 days training. Step into spotlight. Today we are going to be looking at voice, diction, and stage presence. Voice, diction, and stage presence. Mastering the actor's most powerful tools. This topic is to help master the actor's most powerful tools. Just like every artisan has their tools of work. When you talk about a carpenter, the tools of work that come to mind is hammer, chisel, saw, you know, um, whatever. Just mention them. Some of them could also have drilling machine and thereabout. So when you talk about a tailor, the instruments or tools that comes to mind is tape, sewing machine, materials, and what have you. And so for an actor, the most powerful tools of your work is voice, diction, and your stage presence. Yes, there are others. Your stage presence obviously is your body. Yes, you get me. But then, we want to talk about body. Might talk about body in a very elaborate way. Your skin in an elaborate. But then know that these three I just mentioned now is the most powerful tools of every actor. Now, lecture objectives. After this course, after this class, you will understand the importance of voice, diction, and stage presence. You will learn techniques to develop vocal strength and clarity, and you will also improve diction and articulation for performance. And above all, you will enhance stage presence to captivate audiences. Now, let's dive into this lecture proper. Voice, the actor's instrument. More than sound, your voice is actually more than sound. Your voice is beyond the echo you make. So your voice is more than sound. It is emotional delivery. It is not just sound. It's about emotional delivery. It involves pitch, tone, pace, volume, and resonance. And your voice also communicates mood and intention. This is a summary of what voice is all about, or a definition of voice, so to say. Why voice matters in this whole training. I gave 3 bullet points here, and it is to convey the script with impact, keeps the audience engaged, and adapt to various roles and scenes. Let's talk about voice development techniques. You must have heard of diaphragm before, and if not, um, then you may be hearing about diaphragm now. So there's what you call diaphragmatic breathing. So in voice development, one of the techniques is what is to often practice diaphragmatic breathing. That is, when you want to, take some lines, you need to practice this diaphragmatic breathing. What it means is what is when you are asked as a voice artist or even as a musician, when you're asked to to produce some sound, the best way to last in that sound production is by taking some breath into your diaphragm, and that means pumping air into your stomach region. Sometimes when you ask somebody to breathe in, you say their heart being pumped out. No, that is not it. So when you're asked to take in air, you're taking air to your diaphragm, and that is where the echo is being produced from. And so one techniques to of voice development is diaphragmatic breathing, and second is vocal warm-ups. By vocal warm-ups, I'm talking about what? Lip trills, by humming. Do this virtually every day. As you wake up in the morning, do this. Another techniques to develop your voice is projection. You need to understand projection and also know the difference between projection and shouting. There is difference between projection and shouting. Sometimes when you are asked to project, you see actors often shout. No. So as an actor, your tools, like I said, is your voice. So you mustn't lose it. I get angry when I watch some or when I shoot or direct some films and some actors can't project. You can't hear their voice. It gives us sound issue. And so another technique is modulating pitch and tone. You need to learn how to modulate your pitch and your tone. Why or what is diction? What is diction? I want to call it in some persons way and manner of pronouncing this diction, Abby. All right, what is diction? So diction simply means clarity and precision in speech. It means you are clear and you are so precise in your speech. It includes articulation, pronunciation, and enunciation. Articulation, pronunciation, and enunciation. And it's unfortunate you aren't seeing my mouth as it is now, but those who are opportune to be in the last session of this class understood what I'm talking about. So when you have to pronounce a thing, when you have to pronounce a sentence, when you have to pronounce a word, ensure you open your mouth to enunciate. Open your mouth. You get me? So you don't close your mouth to speak. Otherwise, somebody will not hear you. So you need to open your mouth to speak. And that is what diction is. So diction simply means clarity and precision in speech. Like I said, it includes articulation, pronunciation, and enunciation. So the importance of diction is to ensure the audience understands every word, is to build credibility, and also it is also it is essential in diverse roles and accents. This is so important that's essential in diverse roles and accents. You get me? So whatever accent it is you practicing or you're speaking or you're using, you get me? Diction is one powerful tools you could use, you get me, in such diverse of roles. So you have to understand this importance of diction. I repeat, it is to ensure the audience understands every word. It is to build credibility and it's essential in diverse roles and accents. Now, how do we exercise diction? Now, diction exercise or exercises. Now, first thing you need to do is tongue twisters. You could go on your Google and download some tongue twisters. Now, I put one for you on this slide, and that is red lorry, yellow lorry. Practice that. Just take a pause and practice red lorry, yellow lorry 10 times, and let's see how smooth you could go with your tongue. So practice it. Just a pause on this video and practice red lorry, yellow lorry, and then we continue from there. Now, over articulation drills is another exercise of diction. Now, reading aloud with focus on vowels and consonants. When you read, don't just read in silence. Now, read aloud. This is an exercise to help your diction. So you read aloud and focus on the vowels and the consonants. Ensure you pronounce every word, pronounce every letter, vowels and consonant sounds. Pronounce them. It get me a way to also pronounce well, to read well, is ensure the last letter of every word is being pronounced. You get me? I see people when they want to call the word God, some will say ga, ga. God, without even putting the D. God said, no, it's God. Depending on the accent you're using. Some people will say God, but then I'm not interested in the in the phoneme part of that now. But what I'm interested in this course is about your pronouncing your words well for clarity's sake. That is how to exercise diction. Now, what is stage presence? The energy and confidence you bring on stage is what is called stage presence, which involves your body language, your posture, and connection. How do you connect with your audience? Whether the body language, what is also your posture. You get me? So that energy you bring in into any scene, into every scene, to the stage is stage presence. So why do people want to see you whenever they watch your program? Why do people want to watch you? Why would people want to sit down and watch you on screen? Your stage presence. So what stage presence, what energy do you often bring on set? What energy do you often bring on the stage? So why stage presence matter? It matter because with stage presence, you capture and holds audience attention. You reinforces character authenticity. You reinforce character authenticity. That is, they see that, oh, this person is really authentic in his character. And so that is what stage presence will help you do. And also elevate your performance. Developing stage presence. How do we develop stage presence? First of all, you have to have mindfulness and focus. You have to be mindful about the fact that what you want to have a charisma stage presence. So you have to be mindful and focus about what you want to do. You need to also be purposeful. Purposeful movement and stillness. You don't just move because you want to move. You need to move purposefully. You need to be sure that you need to move. When you need to move, you need to be sure you need to stand still when you need to stand still. So this is purposeful movement. So when you're not seeing me obviously to demonstrate some of these things, how it's been done on a stage movement. We have different movement on stage, and so you don't just move because you want to move. No. So the same thing happens also for a motion play. So you don't also move because you want to move. No, your stage presence, developing it is purposefully knowing when to move and when not to. Another way of developing stage presence is your eye contact and emotional expression. Your eye contact and emotional expression. Practice this over time. Practice your different eye contacts, eye way, practice your different emotions or emotional expression. When you need to cry, practice what will make you to cry. When you need to be sober, practice what will make you to be sober, and practice how to be and things to do to immediately produce this sober mood. When you need to what to tear the roof in joy, practice it. It's a practice over time. I have told us before now that your best director is your mirror. So learn to practice before your mirror, so that you could master your eye contact, you could master your emotional expression, and so another way to develop stage presence is confidence through rehearsal. Your confidence comes through rehearsal. You get me? If you don't rehearse, you can't build your confidence level. Just know this, that confidence comes when you rehearse. So you need to create time to rehearse as an upcomer. The integration. Now, when you put voice, diction, and presence together, you are going to be bringing out a powerful performance. Voice plus diction plus presence equal to powerful performance. All of these three actually work together. So if for any reason one is missing, if for any reason you miss one link, then know that what the entirety of what you are doing will be affected. Your entire delivery will be affected. And you need to master them. Master your voice, master your diction, and master your presence for you to stand out. I've told us before that what it is a crowded industry, very crowded. So for you to stand out, you need to master your diction, master your voice, and master your stage presence. Now, practical activities that you need to do. So once you've done with this course or lecture, voice warm up. Do this every morning. This one practical activities you need to do to help you. So practice voice warm ups every morning, at least for 5 minutes daily. If not morning, at least 5 minutes daily. Create time to practice your voice warm up. Also, diction drills. I've told you to go download or sorry, search on your Google, get about 3 tongue twisters or more. Get more. All I want you to do is what is practice at least 3 tongue twisters daily. 3 tongue twisters daily. It could be the same thing every day, but then practice 3 tongue twisters daily. It will help your tongue to flow better. It will help your tongue to what? To understand how you need to pronounce things well and how your diction need to also sound. If you don't practice these things, you can't speak them. Now, you also need to what? To practice monologue with full presence. Practice monologue with full presence. That is monologue practice with full presence. You've done monologue before that I asked you to do and submit. This time around now, add what you've learned today, stage presence, into your monologue. So do another monologue and practice that with stage presence. Let's see your stage movement. Some of you did your first monologue, you were just still seated at a point, no emotional expression, nothing. Now, practice with what stage move present. Let's see if there is a difference in what you did at first and what you are going to be doing now. And also do your mirror exercises. I've told you before now, get a mirror. If you don't have one, get a mirror, get a standing mirror, get a big mirror that will review you. You get me? Practice before this mirror. See yourself. See yourself the way a director would see you. And then you begin to practice these things over time. Now, in conclusion, these skills elevate your acting. These 3 skills elevate your acting. Practice makes presence natural. When you practice, your stay present become natural, movement become natural, your body language become natural. It's something you practice, something you now know. So practice makes presence natural. So it's not mechanical. When you're now, facing the job itself, when you're now facing camera, when you're facing this work, you're not doing this thing mechanically. Something you practice, something you could do naturally. And so practice makes your presence natural. Be heard, be clear, be seen, and be unforgettable. If you really want to be unforgettable, like I said, be clear, be heard, be clear, be seen, and be unforgettable. And what makes you all this is your ability to what? To practice and exercise and use your voice, diction, and presence. Take these assignments and do them. Record a minute monologue using all 3 tools. Record a minute monologue using all 3 tools, that is using the voice, the diction, and presence. Submit a self-review on clarity, emotion, and engagement. Note 3 strengths and 2 areas for growth. Note 3 strengths that you have and 2 areas for what? For growth. And so submit these assignments on the comment section. For the monologue, submit it on your Instagram handle and tag Romanus Ebomuche. Tag Romanus Ebomuche so that we could go see and review you. Do not forget to follow Romanus Ebomuche on Instagram. Those who are not having good presence on Instagram, you could also, do this and follow Romac Media Concepts page on Facebook and then post your monologue there. Again, this is another way to get that done if you cannot post to the platform. But then for other part of the assignments, go to the comment section of this video and post your assignments. We'll review it from there. If you are not on a WhatsApp platform, like I said, drop your contacts on this comment section and write add me to the WhatsApp. Then you'll be added to the WhatsApp. Till I come your way again for lecture 4, remain blessed. Wow, 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 wow. This class is so wonderful, and I'm sure you will agree with me that it's a wonderful class. Uh, and so, tell us what you gained from this class. Tell us in the comment section. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. If there are challenges, if there are things you have been doing before that you didn't do well, just share with us in the comment section. And sure you also carry out the assignments and giving, you get me, and do as we have said you should do. For all your monologues, drop them on your social media handle. Tag Romanos Ebomuche on social media handle, that's your Instagram. You get me? And if you're doing that here on YouTube, tag Roma Media TV on that your YouTube so that we can rate what you have done and be able to correct you and help you to do better. Okay, but for other assignments, drop them on the comment section here for this day 3. Okay, and if you have any challenges, you get me, let me know challenges so we could help you resolve them. If you are not on our WhatsApp platform, ensure you drop your number, your phone contact, your WhatsApp contact on the comment section and add me to WhatsApp. Then you'll be added to the WhatsApp platform. Okay. So any other thing you need to know, you get to know them from the WhatsApp platform where we are giving people close monitoring mentorship. You get me? And also, when we get to the business part of acting, you'll also be knowing what we'll be doing to help your career to move. Some of you might be doing your first movie with us if you are truly serious with what you are doing with us here right now. Okay, and those who have been doing this, you can also have opportunity of continuous work with us. I'm still yours, Director Ron. Thank you for following us. If you are not following or subscribe, if you are not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel. It's up. I mean now. All right, till I come your way again and see you in the next class. Bye for now.